Traditionally, people have said, here's my project, please send patches if you want to improve something. The big problem with that is the patches get into something that looks like this, a mailbox full of patches. Mail's powerful for some stuff, but you can't look at that and tell which of those patches have been merged, which of those patches need more work done on them, stuff like that. Our idea with this is to keep the fixes in code branches and to link those code branches to bugs and to code reviews. So at any point you can see what's outstanding, what needs to be done, what fixes do I need to go back and update with some of these review comments, what fixes do I need to review, what do I need to help people with. We want to open this right up. Anyone can branch and put up a branch of any project update or comment on a review. And you can do these branches for a bug, for a package in Ubuntu, for a translation, etc. You can see here some branches of MySQL, which is hosted in Mozilla and uses Launchpad and people's different comments going over time. And here, Alexander has made some changes to improve backup of MySQL on some ZFS. And he's asking somebody else to please give him some feedback on that and tell him if it's okay to merge into the trunk. Again, I'll probably point you to help.launchpad.net rather than go through this in detail, but it's pretty straightforward. VCR init, add, diff, commit, and then VCR push to put it up on Launchpad and other people can see your work. Then, as far as asking for review, also pretty straightforward. VCR sends off an email, you can comment on it by email, do everything offline if you want. And that's pretty much where I finish. I'd encourage you to look at help.launchpad.net and to look through the tour there. And I'd also like to do a bit of an ad for an event that we're doing 4 weeks from now here in Taipei. I won't be here, but many of our very good local staff will be here, and some folks from the US and Europe who work on the distribution. So if any of you particularly are working for OEMs or ODMs or in that kind of industry, then please get in touch. It's free. It should be a really good event. And thanks very much. If we have time, we'll take some questions.
有人要问题吗？可以啊，但你要自己翻哦。
就是因为我在用那个 PDA 啊 ，PDA 的时候when I use PDA, try to put my package, try to upload my package, and I find it is very not convenient for me to maintain multi-distribution version. I must to change the Debian change log according to the different distribution. Do you have the solution?
I do, actually. I'm very happy to say that I do, because I'm very happy because I used to have the same problem, and it's quite annoying. So, oops. My browser's getting really slow, so I think it's tired. I'm hoping it will keep running until I finish it. Yeah, the overall PDA thing is building on a lot of good but old technology in Debian, so it's definitely still more complicated than we would like it to be. But in this particular case, we have a good solution, which is that you click this copy packages link, and a so there are a lot of packages. This is maybe not a good example, but you essentially what you do is you click the ones that you want, and you say, copy to the same PPA, but in Hardy. And then that copies the source, and it will rebuild them.
I think I have tried this way, but it is not working. And I put a question to your Dutch Play channel in IRC.
Did you get an answer?
Someone told me to write a script to.
Yeah, so I'm sorry.
Because I think maybe this button is broken.
So it's from. Why don't we talk on email or something?
Okay.
这太专业了，所以我强中粉丝麦克风，对不起，这太专业了，应该私底下聊这样。不知道大家还有没有什么问题？还有，最后还有没有？最后一个哦。
Hi Martin, I have one question. What's different between Dutchpad and SourceForge? Thank you.
What is the difference between SourceForge and Launchpad?
Yeah, that's a
Big
good
question.
That's a good question. I don't know. My impression is that Launchpad is developed a lot more actively, so the UI, I think the UI for Launchpad's bug tracker, for instance, is moving along a lot faster than the SourceForge one. We don't do web page hosting for projects, so that's a bit of a point for SourceForge. People tend to, there's one various options on the web. SourceForge, every project on SourceForge is essentially, although they're running on the same machines, they're kind of in their own little silo. Whereas we really think a lot about giving a integrated view across the whole open source. So although maybe 90% of what any project does is just particular to that project, there's the possibility to connect there. And Launchpad doesn't run ads, and last time SourceForge was full ads, so that's kind of nice. So things like that.
OK，那大家一掌声，谢谢啊。